What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Have you ever had cauliflower and broccoli slaw? Well, today that's what we're making. Oh my god, if you've never had it, you must try this. It's so good. Starting with the cauliflower and broccoli, I washed them both and started cutting up my broccoli. I decided I want my cauliflower to toast a little, so I put them in the oven for broil for about 10 minutes. While my cauliflower is being broiled, I cut up my broccoli. I feel like this is a great way to enjoy your broccoli and enjoy it all, because a lot of times people cook broccoli, they'll cut off a lot of the chunks. So let's make the dressing for the coleslaw. Mayonnaise to a bowl. You can add any mayonnaise you want. I just looked for the one in the store with the least ingredients. Fun facts about me and mayonnaise. For the longest time, I've been allergic to mayonnaise. Like whenever I eat it, my tongue scratch me forever and kind of slightly swell a little. So I never eat much of it. I never buy it. So that's why I can't tell you what mayonnaise to buy. But I don't know, it hasn't been affecting me so much lately. And I've always loved coleslaw. Now to that bowl with the mayonnaise, we're adding some red wine vinegar. Then we're adding some onion powder, some garlic powder, some black pepper. I also added some Miss Dash salt-free seasonings because I didn't want to use any seasoning with salt, because trust me, the mayonnaise has slightly little salty, just enough salt, the perfect amount of salt that this will need. The mayonnaise have that, so I didn't use anything with any salt. Also, if you can find the red wine vinegar, you can add a little apple cider vinegar, but I would use a little less than you saw me using here. Then I added some brown sugar and some honey. I gave this a proper mix with a silicone spatula. And you know, I gotta tell you that if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn your notification bells on, and get active in the comments. I post videos every Monday and I also do YouTube shorts. So it got a little more runnier than I wanted it to be, so I added some more mayonnaise and I mixed. What I'm mixing for is to get rid of the mayonnaise lumps, because you know the mayonnaise with the vinegar made it a little lumpy, so you want to mix out those lumps. And then you can taste as you go along. I tasted it with my finger and it was perfect. So I decided to sit it in the microwave for about a minute. In the meantime, I started cutting up my broccoli because I know it was going to take me a little while. But if you have a food processor, you can use that. I don't have a food processor. I've never bought one. I don't think I would use one enough if I buy it. And the thing that I don't like my counter or my under counter crowded. And I think it's crowded enough. So basically I'm saying I don't have space for a food processor. But if you have one, use one to chop these. And you can do any size that you love your coleslaw. I did this size that I love, and this was the perfect size. And actually, this is the size that I would recommend for you to do. So after the minute, I took my mixture from the microwave and mixed it again, and I added some mustard, some regular yellow mustard I added. The reason why I didn't add the mustard before I put it in there, I don't want the mustard cook. So if I put it in there and gave it a minute, it'll probably cook. But as soon as it came out, I just added it to it, and that was the perfect timing. I actually make these videos like this so you guys can follow along, because I show you exactly what I do and my stuff comes out perfect all the times. So if you follow these videos, whatever you're making supposed to taste just like mine. So yes, I show you guys what I'm doing. That's why I told you and explained about the mustard. So after that, I just set that aside to cool down, and I continue cutting up my broccoli and my cauliflower. This slice so quick and easy. The hardest part is actually what I'm doing here, and like I said, you don't have to do it because I know a lot of people have a food processor, but this is so quick and easy, and this tastes better than any slaw that I've ever had. I cut up the chunk of the broccoli first, and I just throw them in the sauce while it was still a little warm, because remember, I'm broiling my cauliflower. No, it's not gonna cook. It's just gonna give it a nice toasted taste, and some of them is gonna get a little toasted color. Also, if you're a cauliflower lover, you will notice that raw cauliflower tastes totally different from cauliflower that's partially cooked in any form or way. So if you're a person who always get raw cauliflower and say you don't like it, you can't even tell the difference. You can't even tell that cauliflower is in this. I promise you, even if you don't love cauliflower or broccoli, you will love this. Now our cauliflower is toasted and we're taking them out and we're chopping them up. I left a little sound, I think, in it chopping them up because I wanted you guys to hear that it wasn't cooked any at all. It was the knife was still chopping through it like it was raw. So don't think it was cooked. You're not waiting for it to cook. The truth is, I've never heard of cauliflower and or cauliflower broccoli coleslaw at all. The only coleslaw I know is the regular coleslaw with cabbage, and some people may put pieces of carrots in it. But I haven't had coleslaw in such a long time, and I had it over the weekend, and I remember how much I love it. And I don't think it was as good as I remember it being or as it used to be. I know it's not as good as it used to be, let me say that. And I said to myself, I really love coleslaw and I can make it better than this. So I decided to come home and make it, and I just thought of using the cauliflower and the broccoli. So if you've ever heard about cauliflower broccoli coleslaw, leave a comment and let me know. So I got done cutting up my cauliflower and I mixed it into the other ingredients, and it felt a little not wet enough for me. It wasn't dry, but it wasn't as wet as I wanted it to be. So I added a little more mayo because the taste that I tasted, I didn't want to add more vinegar to change the taste. I knew it just needed a little more mayo because it was perfect. It didn't need anything else. And guys, I left my natural reaction for you to hear. You must have just heard it. I only heard that when I was editing. I didn't even know there was no one home. It was just me. And that was my natural reaction. That And yes, it's funny. And please excuse my clocking. But I'm telling you, it was so fripping good to be true. I'm telling you, I couldn't stop eating. This is like my fourth filling of this little bowl. I just kept eating and eating. I had to stop myself. This was just amazing. I got so carried away, I didn't even remember to film me tasting it. So after I put it in the fridge and everything, I went back and took it out and tasted it for the camera. So that's why it wasn't a part of the video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next upload. Mwah!